Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. As you can clearly see, sitting before me is yet another growler because I'm a crazy bastard and I love to drink. So, what do I have? None other than Fathead's Bonehead Red. This is an Imperial Red Ale, and there's not a whole hell of a lot of information about this one online or anywhere else. It's a brand new beer from Fatheads that just came out this year. And they're using, among other hops, Simcoe. I don't know what the other hops are, but I know they're using Simcoe. And this won the silver medal at the 2014 World Beer Cup, which is a pretty high honor. Fatheads just always seems to win a shitload of awards, though, so I'm not particularly surprised. I am very excited to try this, so let's go ahead and check out the aroma. Oh my god, yeah, that smells great. Wow, right up front there's this massive West Coast pine character. There's some definite grapefruit. Very citrusy too. I'm getting some orange peel, some lemon peel. Again, more kind of grapefruit. I'm getting like a touch of kind of tangerine and peach as well. Getting just a touch of caramel sweetness. Not much, but it's definitely in there. Have a little bit of a bready sweetness too from the malt, but yeah, this thing primarily about the hops, which is a-okay with me. Let's go ahead and take our first sip. Wow, is that good? I also forgot to mention that this growler is only an hour old. You can't get much fresher than that. I mean, that's crazy. Wow, that is good. Right up front, again, that big, piney West Coast character. Right away after that, you're getting some grapefruit. Definitely getting some orange peel, more of that lemon peel. It's got a really nice kind of tangerine juiciness. There's definitely a little bit of that peach note in there as well. But wow, this is primarily about that big piney note, and that kind of starts up front. It has it in the middle, and then it also finishes with that pine. I'm definitely getting a little bit more of that caramel malt in the back end. I'm getting a little bit of that bready sweetness too. It's not too sweet, but it's definitely forceful enough that you know there's malt in here, but it's not so malty that it kind of overtakes the hops. It's actually, in terms of hoppy beers from Fatheads, this one's actually more on the balanced side. Not to say that this isn't super duper hoppy, but it is more balanced because you're getting those big hoppy notes. But as they sit on your palate, it kind of transitions more into those sweeter malt notes, which kind of help balance out the bitterness. It's on the fuller side of medium for a body. It's actually got more of a creamy type of mouthfeel, slightly crisp. Definitely very coating. You can taste the hops lingering. It's actually kind of got a resinous type of effect on your palate, really. It's got a nice bitterness, so it's semi-dry, though. It's not completely dry, but it is semi-dry. There's enough sweetness in here to kind of counterbalance all those hops again, but wow, I gotta say, though, for being nearly 10%, this is pretty dangerously drinkable. I don't smell the alcohol. I don't taste the alcohol. I definitely get some heat as it goes down, but I mean, guys, come on. It's almost 10%. You have to expect something when a beer is that strong. Ah, it's going to be interesting to see if I can finish this growler off solo. I don't know. Perhaps enlist the help of my fiance, I think, because otherwise, I don't know if I'm going to get through that bad boy. But yeah, this is super tasty. I can see why it won a medal, just because I've had a lot of hoppy red ales that have been super big disappointments, you know. If you're going to build it like that, it needs to be about the hops first, and then more with the malt bill, as opposed to the malt bill, and then trying to figure out the hops. And I know that Matt Cole, the brewer from Fathead, said that he's been toying around with this recipe for a long time, and I think he finally hit the right balance, because it's balanced. I mean, not to say this is an aggressive beer, but it's definitely more about that balance, and I really dig it, and I hope that some of you guys can try this at some point. It's really good. As far as rating goes, guys, I'm going with a 9 out of 10 for this one. It's not going to blow your mind, but it's just an extremely solid red ale, you know? You have that big West Coast pine, the orange peel, the lemon peel, the tangerine, the peach, the grapefruit, and then you have those nice kind of sweeter malty notes too that just really makes it seem super drinkable very very good. As far as my musical recommendation, tonight, guys, I want you to check out a group by the name of Red Hot Chili Peppers and their 2004 record, Live at Hyde Park. Now, the reason I'm suggesting their live records is something about the Chili Peppers that I think a lot of people don't realize is, yes, they're a very big kind of pop, punk, or more like funk rock group. However, when they're live, they do a lot of jams, and it's really, really awesome, and that record showcases some of those jams. Because when John Frusciante and Flea are jamming together, it's just awesome, awesome stuff. Alright, guys, that does for this beer review, and remember, I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer. See ya.